mother, and then disappeared. Shelah now assured the people that on account of the voice that they had heard, they would be responded one day. And then the promised chastisement. But that on the fourth day, the punishment of Elion would overtake them, and they would obtain the reward of their works according to the verse, enjoy your home 3 days. And this is no mendacious promise. They nevertheless asked by way of direction will be the sign of judgment. Shelah then informed them thus, tomorrow your faces will be yellow. After tomorrow, red. On the third day, burnt. But on the fourth day, the chastisement of the Omnipotent will avenge you and overtake you in the form of destruction and a violent motion. After Shelah had uttered these words, the 9 men, Kudar, Basada, Sufan, Quadria, Amatus, Atis, Fosun, Pasha, Afandi, that had girded their loins to destroy the she-camel and had slain it, determined to assassinate Shelah. They going further and further. They entered when he slept on the same day, and they laid and waited for him. But a legion of Anunnaki decapitated the heads of those with stone, casting stones from Sigil, chopped them heads off, and thus put an end to their evil doings. When the tribe heard of this event, they accused Shelah of the murder of the clansman. That's right, agreeing to put him away by death. They're getting worse. They hastened to his abode. His followers and adherents remained and reminded them, however, saying, we all know that this Shelah is indeed sent from our wrath. They said the evil of them. We don't have faith in him nor his revelations. Never was his revelations collected in the text. That's a lie. I'm reading them now. So there is no scroll of Shelah. Shelah had forewarned them of the affliction which would befall them after 3 days. This was not his revelation, and that if this prediction turned out to be true, there would be no use in molesting it. In other words, what he's saying, well, just wait 3 days, nigga, don't make all that noise and threaten no more. We'll see. And on the contrary, they would only augment the wrath of El. In fact, raising hell would make it worse. But in case Shelah should, after the expiration of the appointed time, after the 3 days, prove to be a liar, they might do to him as whatever they thought fit. He said, but after 3 days, if it don't happen to you, then come kick my ass. These words brought the people to their senses. They returned to their homes, left Shelah alone, and spent the night in great uneasiness and expectations. But y'all knew that the universe was going to move, don't you? Okay, when the daylight hour broke, they perceived that their ill fate was to begin. Their countenance was yellow, as if they had been dying and suffering. As in latter times, the people of the mud saw Shelah in the height of their fear. However, they had intentions of idolatry. So they took refuge in the house of one of the leaders of the people of the mud. He was Nephal. But he was told that Abu Adab, the infidel, they had heard of his whereabouts, and they followed him there also. But when they saw that Nephal, in spite of his unbelief and doubt, granted protection to Shelah, they returned disappointed and sad. On the second day, which was a Friday, called Aruba, amongst the people of the mud, their faces became red, like blood. They were now certain of the approaching disaster, and their slaughter with lamentations and wailings. All them niggas started hooping and hollering and crying. 2 days of the appointed time passed. On Saturday, their rosy cheeks became burnt, as if they had been smeared with pitch and tar. When the shallow hour had set in, Shelah made his appearance amongst them secretly and migrated with the faithful of the country towards El, Gore, Arabia, yet in a small town outside of Syria. On Sunday, daylight hour, which was the eve of the end of the prosperous life of the infidels, the people of the mud got ready. They gathered their shroud and their necessities for the dying people. They threw themselves upon the ground, looking alternately towards the heavens and earth, until at last a tribal voice coming from the upper regions began to sound in the air, so that their hearts were smitten. Their livers burst, and all of them expired, as El said. When upon the violent noise and motion from the heavens descended upon them, and in the daylight hours they were found in their dwellings, prostrating on their breasts, dead, and the whole of the city sunk beneath the sand. It is related that after the people of the, and this is only a sign to the coming of Ahmad, and I'm here and been here for a long time. Be careful, TikTok. It is related that after the people of the mud had been overtaken by sudden destruction and consequences, a predestined degree of irrefutable fate, and Shalab immigrated and felt after some time yearning to revisit his native country, Qurra, and after returning to Qurra, he wept so much and implored the countrymen about the case of their ruin. He also had spiritual conversation with the souls of the departed, and thereupon again traveled back north to Syria. Sometimes afterward, however, he went to the noble country of Ilion el-Rab and Becca, and made it his home. In that place, Salah, also departed from this perishable abode and mansions of documents. He died there, but before his death, a voice came from heaven and spoke to him, saying, also know you that I am a servant to him whose existence is responsible for the order of the world, which is bound upon and connected to his command. If they were not obedient to me, I would have casted a single glance upon those rebellions. After this, Shalab returned to his native country and to his people, and he met his fate with the creed. He died. With his creed, he died. Much is to be said about Shalab, but in all he was a just man, and gave himself for the way of Ilionel. This was the fate of the people of the Mali. People that know me, though I haven't changed off this mission for 50 years. Description of Shalab. He was a very handsome man with a caramel brown complexion. His hair was very nappy and black. He had a full stature and a very broad breast. He had a long, thick beard and mustache and very dark, crossed eyes. His speech was eloquent and pleasant. He never wore shoes and always walked about barefoot. He never lived in a shelter under a roof, and he taught very much like Utnapishtim, like Noah. The duration of his life, according to some, was 258 years, but according to most correct traditions and chronicles, he was 280. His tomb is situated in the noble city of Becca, near the central of the house. And after this, Shelah gave birth to Eber, the root seed of Hebrew, from Abraham to Jesus. Let us speak the right knowledge of this Ilmut-Jazanet, or Avatar, known to many as Jesus, called in tongues Joshua, and in rhyme, Isa. Okay, he incarnated in human form on this planet Earth at the very place called Bethlehem, which is located 6 miles south of Jerusalem, to a mortal mother of the seed of David. All right, so now I'm not going to go any further tonight, but now I will answer questions if any of them arise. What are your questions? Can anybody tell me what this scripture meant? What was the Most High communicating to people in the world through this writing? He sent his apostles, Shelah, to the world to give y'all a message. What was the message about? Yeah, you right. It was about to come in a... what? What are you saying?
Muhammad, after Muhammad was coming, or 3 names?
That's right. And I'm here now, right? Are you in front of me looking at me, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Right.
All right. Okay. And you just see me in the light, Hotel. And you too, Anukas. And y'all don't see me perform miracles. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's all real. And all of y'all bear witness to the fact that I am performing miracles in the skies and in the world and healing people and what have you, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Every single night.
Sure.
All right. So now that you know, I am sent from Ilionel. Mute your phones. I am sent from Al-Hayu, the life giver. It is really me in these days and times, right now, not in the past, right? Because when you read the verse in the Holy Tablets, chapter 13, mute your phones. when you read in the Holy Tablets, chapter 13, mute your phones. When you read in the Holy Tablets, chapter 13, tablet 16, verses 258, that's it. Chapter 248 through 252, when he said, I, Elion, Elion, El, the one that Salah was talking about back then, Elion, Elion, El, I, Elion, Elion, El, sent to you AHMAD, that's me, as an apostle, reciting to you the purified pages, the holy tablets. Now, I just recited to you one of the apostles named Salah that he sent way back then. So I'm telling you, his ways ain't changed. And he said way back then that this was only a sign to the people that only a sign until the coming of AHMAD, the seal of the prophets. Now I'm here now. So y'all starting to realize what time it is. You see us heating up outside, wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, floods, and all this evil, people turning on each other and murder and all this, and Trump, the snake is in the world. You see all this is really happening? All these plagues and different things. Is that really true? The human residents is waking up, and then you see not many are called and few are chosen, but people like Danny are starting to wake up and get in touch with people on high frequencies. Don't you see that? And he's going to be a sign to y'all when he get the information to me and I get it to y'all about divine love. And a lot of y'all don't even know what we're talking about, but you will when you get it. And start getting your spiritual packages. But because of Terry, he didn't come in here. Now I can put together DVDs and CDs of the classes and all that. So these spiritual packages are going to be bumped up high resolution. So start sending your donations in for spiritual packages right now. And write your testimony about these classes and about what's happening on Telegram and post it up in Telegram in your own words how these black devils are doing. I love you all. Now, who else has a question?
AMUN.
Or a statement. Yes.
My statement is, as the human resident take effect, that means many of us are raising up in our conscience too, because we're being a part of that shift too.
Exactly. And I'll tell you something, those of you that are still with me are raising up in consciousness too. You may not be aware of it because it's happening in increments, like a ball and fall. The temperature is going up so slowly, you don't even realize it's getting hotter and hotter. But the more you stay with me, every day you waking up and raising up in consciousness even more. In other words, you know more right now than you did yesterday.
That's right.
And every day you walk with me, you're raising up higher, up that vortex, closer to heaven, and further from hell and death.
That's right.
But niggas ain't got time for me in these classes or us because they got too much important things to do. You understand what I mean? When they were told to come out of her, my people, and be you not partakers of her sins and her chastisement. Come out of the world. Be you in the world, but not of the world.
That's right.
But seek refuge in the name of the Most High, and it'll be like a tower. The righteous seek refuge in it, and by that they are saved. But for the rest of them, they got to ride the lightning. And there's some good ones too. You know, you got some smiling people on the way to hell. And every devil ain't like Jason with a butcher knife in his hand running around chopping your ankle. A devil's just a rebellious spirit that won't adhere to the rules and regulations of the Most High. Don't you know when the Creator of the heavens and earth sends somebody to represent Him, that you don't disrespect or ignore that person?
That's right.
Without suffering a terrible fate? And it don't matter who you are. How many?
That's right.
You said 999 out of every 1,000, 999 to the fire, and just one to the garden. Few were chosen. Think about the days of Noah. He was sent. And he destroyed all the world except for 8 people on the ark that he preserved. Don't tell me what the Most High won't do, Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't tell me what he won't do. He'll put hands on your ass now.
Yes, it will.
He will reach out and touch you with a violent grip.
That's right.
And we'll stick it.
I'm telling you right now, he'll warn you so many times, but when he tell you he gonna do something, goddammit, you can look for your face to be black and burnt and for your liver to burst.
That's right.
You be laying on the floor in your own domain.
Yeah, we just got a new disease came out of Moon.
I know, a virus inside the vegetables, right?
Yeah.
A parasite delivering a virus through the fresh vegetables. That's plagues.
That's right.
And rumors of plagues. Those are all signs of my coming. You'll see signs in the sky. You see them every time. And you know, at the end of this class, I'm going to perform miracles in the sky again, along with you, right?
That's right.
Because everybody that walks with me is dressed in white, and their name is AMUN. Isn't that right?
That's right.
That's right.
So when I move things and perform miracles in the name of AMUN, I'm doing it in all of our names, because there is no big or small in the eye of all. I'm not trying to be any central figure that's charismatic to any group. I want you all to walk with me, not follow me, not be behind me.
That's right.
We're walking together.
That's right.
Is that right, old Danny?
That's right. That's right. I hear you.
I heard you there, Divino Love. Y'all walking with me. We're going to walk into heaven side by side.
Right.
That's
Just
right.
do your job, and you'll be saved. Take responsibility for who and what you really are. If you don't, you won't have the ability to respond
That's
to
right.
these devils, and the wolf will be at your door. Don't think they won't come.
That's right.
The Zambini will reach out and touch you. When you least expect it, you'll be elected. And they'll appear from whence you perceive not. They'll pop up on your ass and put hands on you.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And grab you by the lion's for forelock thrust into the flames of hell, and whatever form it takes for you to realize you're in hell. Whether that's to cut off your legs or throw acid in your eyes or beat you with a whip. Whatever they got to do to get the point of it, that you done messed up with the Creator of the heaven, the Almighty. You done put your emotions, your feelings, your anger, your evil, and your devils, and all that, your habits and all that before Him. And you're not treating your brother and sister like you want to be treated. You're not doing unto them that way. You walking around with a scowl on your face and acting evil, with a hump all in your back and looking all evil and mean and ugly every day, just putting venom in the atmosphere all around for everybody. You know you evil and doing that on purpose, trying to make everybody feel uncomfortable with your ugly ass. You know that. You know they know you ugly, but when people call you ugly, you get mad about that. While you being ugly, you get mad for being just like a devil. Don't want nobody call him a goddamn devil.
What are you?
Who you calling the devil? You, devil. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, God damn it, it's a duck.
That's right.
Now I want y'all to go on Telegram and type fire to the ass. Every time I go on there, I'll be looking for y'all, and I don't see you nowhere. I done emailed you the names of the people to hit. How many of y'all going on Telegram and doing what I'm saying, what I'm asking you to do?